What is happening? Welcome to another episode. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the clan chest. I know we're not alone with this, but how annoying is it that it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday event every week? Every week our clan has issues, annoyances, really, of making sure everybody is active and contributing and not just holding. I had to kick 2 members that only had 2 crowns in essentially 3 days. We're requesting 20 chests or 20 crowns over like a 3-day period, which doesn't even give you the needed 10 daily for your crown chest. Yet look, we've got, oh my gosh, a third of our clan that couldn't hit 20. But we got it. We'll keep trimming the fat. So what are you guys thinking on that? Are you seeing the same issues on your side, in your clans? If it's, of course, not just my clan watching. Next topic, this deck. The sneaky balloon deck. I'm really enjoying it for tournament play. One of my takes, I had a 3rd place finish. Right there, that I was actually ready to take first, and my device died. It ran out of power, so I lost a game, and then was able to get back up to 3rd. So let's take a look at a deck. We'll look at a typical Hog Rider deck that can do a lot of damage and he's maxed out. So opening start Furnace, always awesome. One of my favorite cards more recently, because it just applies so much pressure. It makes you have an answer, and if you don't have an answer, it does some serious work. Though it's not overpowered because, as you see, Ice Wizard, Minions, Musketeer, Bowler, they all thoroughly shut it down. And I get really aggressive with the Minion Horde, just to kind of take that out so that I can sneak in a balloon. Waiting for the elixir, and then bam, just a bare balloon, knowing that he's not going to have a lot of answers. Gets 1 hit, and then the bomb explodes. It doesn't take many of those to completely shut down something. And I love putting an ice golem there and just having him like shoot it back and forth over and over again, because I just laugh so much every time I see it, because he really takes him out of the picture. Now knowing that he has the Furnace, I really want to get my Ice Wizard involved in the push, so that the Electro Wizard, so that he can reset the counter, but it hasn't worked out yet. So now I know that I'm only a fireball log away for the finish. Easy peasy. But very fun. It's really kind of fun to sneak in a balloon, because it does so much damage. So I haven't played this in the Grand Challenge yet. I was getting some reps in. So we're going to do that next. Saving my epic, and I just got a magical. Going to unlock that for the release of the Executioner, which looks very interesting. He's slow, he's kind of bowlerish, but he hits ground and air. Really interested to see what he's going to do, and what he's going to do to, the Zap Bait meta, or just the Zap Bait decks in general. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how we can do here. Give him good luck, because I don't like not doing it. It's level 8. That's got to be a bonus for me, right? Drop that to soak that up, and that will shut him down. Let's see if he's got the fireball. Nope, no fireball. So then we drop the Furnace to back it up. Well, it's good that they get around it. Is that a double log? Looks like we have a double log. So now we'll start off with a Mega Minion in the back. because that will get shut down without much stress. And sneak in the balloon. Now I've been debating on whether or not to run this with zap over log, but I really don't know. I'll say that's annoying, but the ice golem will counter it. I've actually had to deal with that guy before, and that's kind of how I handled it. That was probably a waste, but I'm getting good damage on this tower. It's one log. Now I know he has the fire spirits. And that's 2 logs. So let's do a sneaky minion horde over here. Which is really just to bait it out. And do the sneak attack. That'll work out. Oh, I thought that the ice golem would take over. The double freeze is not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. Boom. And that is the power. He has a really interesting deck. Very, very low cost. Very cycly. Let's see. Ice Wizard runs the wrong way. Or Electro Wizard. Not sure why I keep calling him an Ice Wizard. Put that way up high to make sure we draw him over. Put him over there so that he's not within range of the bomb. Even though he moves really fast, so you really don't have to worry about that. And that should counter the balloon even before he can get his fire spirits. And just to be safe, good game. Well, that was pretty easy, but that deck was really interesting. That deck could really give you a lot of problems. I want to look at that deck list. I hadn't seen one like that. That giant skeleton. I actually have seen a couple of those recently, and they can be very scary because you don't have a lot of walkers in this deck, so it's hard to stop them. Spawner, unrelated. I want to watch this one. I haven't seen a Spawner Expo deck in a while. This is one of the first games. I don't know, but generally Spawner decks are not too bad for this deck. And I know I made a mistake on some placements, but we'll get there. So it starts out like normal, and then he drops that, so I throw him with a balloon, followed by Minion Horde, to just drop that 7 elixir and put some pressure, because I didn't know what he had, but I figured he would be pretty broke. Put him way in the back. Not knowing that he's that, I like to put it there, so it's just one tile up. That way it draws some fire, but it's not super easy to pick off. So then I see, oh, I'm like, really, he's got an expo? Wow. So I'm keep grinding out. Ignore that. So that furnace should have been one back. Saving up for the Minion Horde. Keep just kind of slowly applying pressure. I'm not sure if my fireballs were where they should be. But I'm trying to position things so that I'm not, so that I can keep up the pressure. He gets really good building placements, but it's just doing a lot of work, so I'm feeling really good. Overfilling on elixir, we're in sudden death. Diversifying my threats, hitting them everywhere, because you really want to, if you can take out their machines, they fall behind. So pretty soon he's going to start getting the right idea, I guess I would say. And that was my mistake right there. That placement is doesn't draw the exposed target, and that's kind of where it goes down. But I'm still feeling okay. You know, our towers are about equal, but because I have that thing down there, he instantly locks onto my tower, and then is able to finish it. So I really can't do a whole lot, and he just logs, zaps, logs. So that was brutal. But that reminds me of a deck that I used way back when to get into Legendary. Was a spawner deck, and I was having issues breaking through because, as you could see, most decks can kind of set up a defense like that, and I was using the mortar. So maybe the time is right, because it would lower the cost a lot. It was quite a lot. And I was also using the Tesla to defend against those quick hog riders. So I may try to bring that back, see how we're doing. Well, we'll make it a little bit of a shorter video. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned. If you have any requests, leave me a comment. Thanks.